series. That's right, we're talking about a new series. And I did talk about it in the live stream just a few hours ago. And the reason why I want to start this up is because I wanted to do a voice reaction video to someone who does something to watch YouTube. So before we get this started, let's talk about livestream. Okay, livestream was pretty fun. It's like you guys seem to be boring when you're trying to wait for me when I come back, and you keep hearing the train engine, and you just left to find some more subscribers. Well, yeah, I get it. You know, it gets kind of boring, but at least I amp it up on the later video where I had a little difficulties with Nitro Plus blasters, where I have to deal with Saber. Saber is kind of a little kicking up a notch. So you know what? I did use Homura. That's right, Homura. So I kick it even up a notch, even more further than hers. Yeah. So live stream was fun. Hope we can do it again on Wednesday. So yeah, let's let us find a video to react. We'll voice react. Let's see. We're gonna go to TLC on YouTube. Okay, we're gonna go to Cheapest Mom Ever Extreme. So let's go.
Working mother Apple Maleshio's obsession to save money is her driving passion.
Whoa, Chloe! What is that? Oh, look! Kids leave toys all the time. If they're unclaimed, why not pick them up and take it home with you? Because they're free. It's perfectly fine. We just wash it off and it's clean.
It's missing 2 wheels.
She could still play with it, Vic.
When we first had Chloe, I noticed her being more frugal than she normally was.
Suddenly, I stopped producing breast milk, so now I collect breast milk for my friends.
Okay, did she just say she stopped producing breast milk and started collecting breast milk for her friends? Okay, well, I know that's kinda really nice, but wow, collecting breast milk for her friends, that's yeah, no. They have to do it on their own. Why not instead of collecting breast milk for her friends, she could just use them for her baby, or when she's having like a second baby, she can use them instead of collecting breast milk for her friends. That's a little bit cutting it too close. You know, like that would be actually weird if you lend your breast milk to your friends.
Amy is from my yoga class. Jessica is actually one of my coworkers. Chloe prefers Jessica's milk over anyone else's breast milk. I mean, this is her fave. She'll drink the others, but this is more her preference.
Free breast milk saves Apple over $1,000 a year off the cost of fortified toddler milk.
Having a baby made me more obsessed with saving money. People buy baby wipes, moist towelettes, but instead I like to make them at home. Okay, There you go, you have moist towelettes. I use this to wipe my hands with it, and or wipe the tables, like my kitchen table, my kitchen counter. This is totally reusable still, so I use the wipe to wipe her bum with.
Apple's homemade.
She just said just reuse them. Like after you wipe your daughter, you reuse them to wipe down anything that is in the house for furniture. That is disgusting. Like totally nasty. I understand that you have to like save up stuff and then don't want to waste anything, but come on, that's just nasty. I mean, I know she said like after she wiped down the furniture, then she wipe it down on her daughters, but come on, that's nasty though. That's really nasty. And baby, like make her own moist towelettes. I guess yeah, that's a good idea. You know, I mean, instead of buying the company's product, you know, you could just make your own wipes. That's pretty good actually.
Wipe saves her 50 cents a day for 6 diaper changes.
A changing table is one of the most expensive things that a new mom has to buy. So instead of spending $200 on a changing table, I got mine for free at a gas station that was going out of business.
I thought it's kind of weird. Things from the gas station aren't clean.
What? A gas station? No, I don't. I will never even take a free baby a, a baby station from anything. I would never grab it and then just take it home. I mean, unless you wanted to sanitize it, then that's good. But I'd rather just get like. How about get like a baby crib to change it in a baby crib. That's something what moms do instead of buying like a changing station for your babies. That's what moms do and fathers do. It's more easy to then bring your baby to the changing station.
People use changing tables all the time, so why not use this one?
She's also found a way to save $450 on diapers themselves.
Why not use t-shirts to make reusable cloth diapers? You cut the sides and cut the sleeves off, then fold the flaps, and there you go.
Oh, so basically she donated to her clothing for her babies, but that might cause a rash, you know. I don't know. That's one thing, and it might. I don't think that cloth would even protect the baby's bum. You know, when she like made a little oopsie or do a number one on the cloth. What happens? Yeah, what if happens that she pees and then the cloth gets wet and then and the baby just decided to like smear the floor with pee. Yeah, that's kind of she needs to buy diapers. I'm suggesting buy diapers and like get a better job than having like the cheapest job ever that she ever have. I know that some people that are cheap, but why just go with it? Just go with it. Just at least buy baby diapers. Yeah, buy a crib. And that's it.
Vegas' biggest cheapskate.
Money makes the world go round.
I am literally the biggest cheapskate in Texas.
But some obsessive penny pinchers
All of these things I've gotten out of the trash.
scrimp, skimp, and scrounge
The most important thing right now is for us to get a breast pump.
in the search for every dirt cheap discount.
Spend $200 on a breast pump. Why not make it myself?
For the most fanatically frugal,
I definitely know how to work Vegas. There's no need to pay full price for anything.
keeping a tight fist on their funds
Would you mind if I throw in some laundry with you?
means no personal sacrifice is too high.
You're going to have your testicles replaced.
Make $35,000.
They are extreme cheapskates.
My mother's a cheapskate, and her mother were a cheapskate. So I'm 3 generations of cheapskate. My family's been dumpster diving for generations. It's basically in my DNA at this point.
My name's Angel Durr, and I am literally the biggest cheapskate in Texas.
Some people see dumpster diving as like a sport. I don't see it that way. I just see it as something I have to do in order to get what I want for the price that I'm willing to pay, which is nothing. But I found that if you come late in the evening, that's when cops tend to want to come around. So I try to do it in the middle of the day when people are working and stuff like that. One of the main things that I look for when I go dumpster diving now are medications, especially prenatal vitamins. I research all medications before I take them, and I've been doing this a very long time. Don't try this at home.
By foraging through dumpsters behind pharmacies and hospitals, 25-year-old Angel Durr has managed to save more than $350 on vitamins and medications over the course of her 8-month pregnancy.
I'm kind of just poking around to see if I can hear anything rattling, because generally that's a dead giveaway of pills. I think expiration dates in general are kind of, a lot of times they put expiration dates on things way earlier than they need to just to sell more products. Bingo.
Angel is always excited to find like medicine in a dumpster. They're so hard to find and they're so expensive.
It's folic acid, which is good for pregnancy.
I cannot believe that.
You know, I don't know what this. There's only something that I have to say about the expiration date. Once that expires, then the product is expired. Then it's no good for you. It's no good for your baby, and it's no good for you. So you may as well be careful, man. Like, just be careful what you're doing. Like, I'd rather take a look at what's the expiration date instead of, oh, I don't care about the expiration date. It's important to look about the expiration date because the vitamins will be no good for you. If it expires, then nope, throw it away. I would just throw it away and just go to the pharmacy and just buy it. I know they're cheapskates, but at least find something that, you know what, I think at least find vitamins that hasn't expired yet. At least find them. That's technically you have to do. At least find them before they expired. If you find them that does expired, then find another one. But I see this woman that she doesn't care about expiration dates, so it's bad. It's possibly could go bad for your body and your baby.
Angel dumpster dives for meds.
No, that's not even safe. That's way too extreme for me.
We recently bought a house primarily because of the.
I do honestly agree with that. What that woman say. I would just go buy her go buy meds for the pharmacy. But it's her way of her doing it. And I did say advice for this woman to at least find vitamins that hasn't expired yet.
To say the least. I mean, it was a party house.
Angel and Orlando have both renovated and furnished the 3,400 square foot home without spending a single penny.
People that come to our house, we make a point to say, hey, that came out of a dumpster. And then usually people are kind of taken aback, but at the same time, they're kind of like, oh, wow. For me, dumpster diving, I'm not in the minor leagues. I'm in the big league.
I have to say, that house looks not bad. Holy, the house looks good. But the cars, they look like, oh boy, they need help. They need help. They can't carry all this weight. Well, yeah. I guess that's the way they had to find something cheaper.
We've been doing this in my family for 60 plus years, so we know what we're doing. We've been passing it down from generations.
My mother did it. I did it. She was a child of depression. Everything has a purpose. Angel seems to love it. She enjoys it. It's like a rush for her.
She told me when I find stuff in the dumpster, it's like Christmas. I thought about it and I was like, man, it is kind of like Christmas. Because you get all this free stuff.
While most expectant parents can spend around $5,000 furnishing a new nursery, Angel and Orlando have collected the same pieces for free.
We found a lot of different furniture that we're going to be using in the nursery, and it's actually a complete set that we've managed to get out of dumpsters. Getting a crib from the dumpster is just like anything else I get from the dumpster. I'm going to clean it, I'm going to sanitize it, I'm going to make sure it's safe before I let my baby even set foot in it. So, what color do you think I should use next?
You should use the blue.
That's probably a good idea. It'll contrast well with the pink. We've been picking up paint samples also because we were thinking that that's something that you can get for free and that we could paint the room in different colors.
But to paint the entire room, she'll need to collect 35 to 40 paint can samples, which she doesn't want to pay for.
We still need more paint.
Definitely need more paint.
Orlando and I are going to the paint store to try to get as many free samples as we can in order to finish the nursery. Me and Orlando have been doing this a long time, so we've already hit up a lot of places.
Hello.
Being pregnant kind of gives me a one-up on Orlando.
What size nursery are you painting?
I'd say it's a pretty standard size room.
Okay, so you'll need a couple of gallons. We have some samples here.
So, how much are your samples?
We have samples for $2.99.
$2.99. I'd like to work with you on that. How about free $99?
$3.99. Wow. Oh man. How about $3.99? Oh man. she's trying to go way up the top, even though she's a cheapskate. Like, if she wanted to be cheap, then at least go with $2.99 instead of going up once or twice. $3.99. Oh man. Okay. She's trying to go way up the top one or two times, but she's a cheapskate. She should be cheap. Like, why not go $2.99? Like the guy said. That was great. I mean, he said $2.99, which is cheap.
Free.
If you're gonna buy a couple of gallons of paint, maybe we can work out something.
Okay. But I wouldn't be buying any today.
Today. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow. Or the next day.
Okay. Well, I guess just a couple.
Okay.
It is kind of unusual for someone to haggle over a small sample of paint, but she was a very nice lady, and she was decorating a nursery, so thought I would help her out.
I approached it like I approach every situation. I just, was nice and sweet, and I always think that you get more flies with sugar than you do with vinegar. So obviously it worked. The most important thing right now is for us to get a breast pump, but I'm not about to pay for it.
Spend $200 on a breast pump. Why not make it myself?
I wonder if there's anything in here.
The first year of a baby's life can typically cost new parents upwards of $12,000. But for cheapskate mom-to-be Angel Durr, spending this kind of money is simply out of the question.
Oh, Percy.
So she's chosen dumpster diving as a way of getting the things she needs for free.
They got a stroller in here.
Really? The most important thing right now is for us to get a breast pump, but I'm not about to pay for it because it can cost $200.
Spend $200 on a breast pump. If somebody else could build it, I could build it. So why not make it myself, you know?
Have you thought about, like, how you're going to put it together and everything?
Yeah, I was thinking about using the air pump that we got and some type of hose.
I feel pretty comfortable being a guinea pig for Orlando's breast pump because I trust him and I know that he's not going to do anything to hurt me. If he hurts me, I'm going to kill him. We're going to go to the junkyard to get the stuff for the pump.
Okay.
So let's hit the road.
Angel's taken this a little bit further. She really doesn't have to, but I think she just has gotten to the point where she doesn't spend money on anything.
Well, junkyards, I mean, they're hit or miss. You might find some good stuff, you might not. So we're just hoping that we'll find what we need to finish the pump. The guys here are pretty cool because anything under 20 or 30 pounds we can take for free. What about this plastic thing down here?
This thing?
Yeah, put that in the bag.
What about this little one?
Yeah, that looks good. You think you could do something with that?
What about this?
Maybe.
When I saw those two, I gave myself a chuckle because I have no idea what they're going to end up doing with that stuff, but I wish them the best of luck.
Look like we got some pretty good stuff. Yeah, I found some interesting pieces to build the breast pump. I think it's gonna work out pretty well.
Now it's just up to Orlando to put it together.
After cleaning and sterilizing all his materials and doing some extensive research on the internet, Orlando starts working on the breast pump.
Oh, I'm gonna use the air pump, basically a bicycle pump.
I don't think I would want my daughter using it.
I want this thing to work. It's free milk. Nothing's better than free.
I think if anyone should use it, it should be him first. We'll test it out on him before, you know, anything.
I think I did it.
In the nursery, Angel puts the finishing touches on the painting, having used 42 free samples and saving $126.
There's no telling how she'll react. That depends on how I feel. This is my Orlando 3000, ready for action. If it hurts, I'll probably be sleeping on the couch.
Wow. I can't believe you actually got it to work.
Angel and Orlando, they will always go to incredible extremes to save a dollar.
I don't see Angel ever stopping. She's going to be just like this, and, you know, at 25, she's going to be like this at 75.
It doesn't really matter how much money I make. I'm always going to feel like my money is something sacred and something that I'm going to be choosy about what I spend it on.
Even when me and Angel are 60, 70 years old, I feel like we're still going to dumpster dive.
Hey, this is nice.
We should get it tattooed on our back, dumpster divers for life.
Yo, that... Oh, I am so... I'm actually impressed by this guy. Like, he makes his own product to make free breast milk. Yo, that is nice, man. Make his own breast pump. And just suck out the breast milk. And he tested out himself first before going to his wife. You know, that is really good. And in Angel, she decorated her baby room I have to be honest, that looks great. That looks great for a children's room, and that and your kid could be really happy. Wow, kid could be really, really happy, and I'm really, really surprised to see someone who build their own product or build their own breast milk. That just amazed me, and that really amazed me. And put a tattoo say like, "Oh, dumpster dive for life." Yeah, and they still think that they live in they're in a dumpster, even though they save up a lot of money. They're still gonna be thinking that they live in a dumpster. Wow. Well, and I feel the same way just like them because to be honest, I don't have enough money, and I think I told you guys before I don't have any money, and if I pick a nice home, then I would say it was a pretty decent home, even though it looks nice to the other people that they say your nice looks really your house looks very nice, and to me I would just say I would say to myself it looks pretty decent to me, and I always be think that I don't have enough money, even though I'm collecting millions of dollars, but still I would think to myself I'm never rich. I would still think to myself that I'm not rich. I'm just an average guy who collects money. Or if I go and pick out an apartment, yeah I was I would say that I would make it look nice, but I would be still living like bleh. So you could say that I can be a little bit cheapy sometimes. But if I go out and buy stuff that is a little bit expensive, like a laptop or a computer or desktop, yeah, I can a little bit go over. But cheap things, if you have enough money and, you see cheap things, it's free to you. It's free, even though you spent $2 on something else. But still, it is free to you guys. If it's free toys, free giveaways or something, then it's actually free. You can get it. And Dumpster Dive, I'm amazed to what I see these two people can do. Create their own stuff and create their own home to make it look nicer. Because, their ex-friend donate to them and then they make it nicer. It looks really decent. I have to be honest. It looks really decent, and they did a fabulous job. It looks really nice, really nice. All right, so we got one video left, so let's go to the next one.
Sarah Grissel was a cheapskate baker whose cheapness had no limits.
What the hell is this girl doing? What?
Living under one roof with her
Look at that. Look at that woman in her face. Be like, what in the heck is she doing? Oh my god, wow. I understand this woman is being creative, but that is funny. Oh, that woman's face. She'd be like, what the heck is she doing? Oh my god.
Tactics often wear on them. But at Christmas time, it pushes everyone to their limits.
Christmas means everything to me. Not only is it great to receive gifts, I love giving gifts.
Most people plan to spend an average of $800 on gifts every Christmas. But Sarah has a different idea.
Throughout the year, I take things from my family and they think that it's missing. Then on Christmas, I give it back to them as a gift.
Yo, did she just say that she took them and think that something else is missing? Then that could be stealing. But she did a good idea and then returned it back to them in Christmas. Wow. But yeah, that stealing them is not a good idea. But at least she give it back to them. That's a good thing.
$20 on Christmas this year.
It's Christmas! It's Christmas! It's Christmas! It's Christmas!
Yes! All right, it's time for my gifts. I have some great gifts that I've lined up to give back to my family this year.
The box is a little dirty.
Sarah, you cannot be serious. I knew you were gonna love them. You were looking for them, right?
I sure was, all year long. The gift that Sarah gave me, when I opened it and realized that it was the glasses that I couldn't find from a year ago, I was a little shocked and a slight bit disappointed.
And I brought those glasses.
Yes, you bought those glasses. But to look on the bright side, who wouldn't want to find something that you lost over a year ago that you really, really treasured?
I've been looking for this purse for 3 months.
And now you found it.
Yo, the face, man. Oh my god, but she looks really disappointed. Yo, the face though. Oh my god. But yeah, that's kind of a little disappointment. You can't. It is a good idea, but yeah, you don't want to ruin it because you see all these children who love their gifts and they're like, oh, yay, I got a whatever that is, and then the next thing you know, you give them back that they already have like a year ago or like a year long, and then decided to turn that. You can't, don't turn them don't turn them down and then ruin the Christmas spirit. Don't turn them down. I would never ruin the greatest time ever. At least buy something that is cheap. Go to a cheap store that is not really crowded. So and buy cheap stuff. And that's it.
This Christmas convinced me that Sarah probably would never change.
This is it.
The spirit of Christmas is giving, and you don't need to spend money to feel that.
Okay, so that's it for this video. Comment what do you think about the actual video that I showed you. So the first video that I saw, to be honest, I'm actually amazed that they created a product, they make their own decent home, from to trash to decent home, even though it does smell funky and disgusting. But after they find something that is in a trash can and sanitize it, then it looks really nice. You make yourself a decent home look like, and the room just looked really nice. And the guy built his own item, his own breast milk. But the vitamins, yeah. And she doesn't care expiration dates. Yeah, that's going a little bit too extreme, because if the vitamins already expired, it's no good. It's bad for your body. In the second video, you see the kids, you see the cheerfulness, and have a great smile. Oh, and that great time you had, and then she came along and then returned them back for like a year long. You don't want to ruin their you don't want to ruin their good time. But I guess she doesn't see it that way. Like, instead of buying them, she just returns them. That is a good idea, but gotta think about it that you can't ruin their great times, you know? You can't ruin it. I mean, you just see the kids got happy. You just see the wife and dad. I mean, mom and dad got happy, seeing all the great times, and they got a little bit disappointment. So, can't all that great time, and you just have to do that. But at least that they're still having a great time. But don't try to ruin their fun time. Right, so drop a like if you enjoyed this reaction video or voice reaction video, and just subscribe for more content. Thank you guys for watching, and tune in next time. This is Kenji number 23 signing out. Have a great day, have a good afternoon, and have a good night.